Hey there, you. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Yes, this is a pick a card, oracle card reading. And in this video, that means you're going to get to pick from 3 different decks. Deck number 1 is going to be the Osho deck. Deck number 2 is going to be the Chakra deck. Or deck number 3, the Surrender deck. Now look, you're welcome to watch all 3 because they are coming from different places. If you think about it, the Osho deck has got one kind of a feel to it. There's going to be a special message coming out of that with card number 1. The Chakra deck's got another type of feel to it. And you may want to know what it's got for you related to your chakras. And deck number 3 is going to be a surrender deck. Ooh, what's important for me to surrender to these days? Just think about what you've been going through and what's on your mind. That's you setting your intention on what it is you're really focusing on, so that when the reading comes through, it's going to go through that filter of your intention. This is why everybody can watch this video, and they're all going to hear the message just a little bit differently. And the energy that comes through is going to be just as powerful, just as beautiful, because everyone is a little different than you, than me. They're all going to be hearing the message through their past experiences. They're looking through their own emotional experiences, their own current situations. And when the reading hits them, it's going to spark memories, associations. It's going to widen their perspective on what's going on in their life today. And you want that because when we renew our mind, then the world around us and the energy we have in us renews. Who wouldn't want to be born again every moment of the day? Oh, isn't that a wonderful, bright light, you type of experience? Yes, it is. So if you pick card reading number 1, and look, the timestamps are going to be down there in the description, so you can always jump around and do that. But I would suggest you listen to all 3 of them if you feel like that's something that you have time for, or you can just come back another time and listen to the others. Let's get ready for pick a card reading number 1, the Osho deck. What's it going to be? So here it comes, and we're looking at the flowering card. Why? The first message that we get to see here is, look at her, sitting up in her green jumpers. Look at this. She got her leotard on. It's all green and it's got the flowers on it. Why? This is somebody who has really put in the spiritual work. The green heart chakra is her spiritual legs. She's been walking in the spirit. That's why the green is down there on her pants. All of the little flowers and star-like spots on her little bit of fabric there, that is going to be all of the winning experiences she's had from spiritual living. When we wish upon a star, that star says, hey, someone's calling my name. I want to come down and bring my light. I bring my light in through that person. That person is you. And look at all those flowers that are imaginary first. They need a person like you to give them a place to embody, a body to embody, a body of circumstances so they can flower into the world as real experiences. You are that powerful. Look how relaxed she is. You're able to just snap your fingers in a way. It is that simple. Imagining the good things you want to see in your life really is child's play. So if you take a moment, look at her sitting in the lotus position on the lotus flower. Take a moment to sit on the white light and pink lotus flower. What's that mean? Take a moment to go within and meditate, to sit, to meditate, to breathe and get calm, to focus on this newborn pink. What do I want to see coming into the world as a newborn creation in my personal world? Sit there, put your hands up, know that you have around your wrists the rainbow bangles. What are they? It means the one power, one white light represented by this one eye in the background, source God, one white light coming into the world through you, will express in a variety of the rainbow of colors, signifying any idea you can find up here, you can bring down into the world down here with your blue words, your blue throat chakra words, so you can articulate it. And it'll go down like a little rushing river of light, water of life, going into the world, flowing into your personal world. Look at the yellow around the outside. Look at the yellow right around here. The yellow on her is all of the joy, joy, joy. Pick joyful things. Imagine and feel joyful stuff up here in your secret place, your third eye. See, it's a pupil. We're pupils of the light. And then we bring into the world all of our little creations. Our book work, that is all of our word work up here, our spell casting, our words, the things we say and imagine, they're important. You can do it up here where nothing else can get you. You get the freedom of going into your imagination space, your third eye space, your consciousness space, and ask for what you prefer. Believe it by feeling it up here. Feel the emotional reactions you get to the images you imagine when you're meditating. And those things are going to come down and become these little newborn things of experiences in the world. You'll see they'll start to come back towards you. They'll flow back towards you like that river of water that you're sitting on. And as you see the little coincidences, you see the little signs, say hello to them. Put them around your wrists. That's what she did. She sees a little bit of yellow. She knows it's part of her manifestation that she's been imagining and feeling. Then she puts it on her wrist, 1 down, 6 to go. She'll collect the little parts of her imagined, beautiful wish and hope. Before long, that thing will come to pass. Her faith will continue to grow. She will be a flowering person in her personal life, meaning that the things that she imagines and feels will become real. That's card reading number 1. You're bringing the rainbow down. You're bringing the white light down. You're bringing that into your world. Stay focused only on the things you really want to see. Imagine them, feel them in your little bit of meditative space. Then let go and let God, Source, Universe grant that increase for you. Oh, that's card reading number 1. That came from the Osho deck, if you did pick a card reading number 1. Let's take a look at pick a card reading number 2. Now look, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can do that. I do have a website called brightblueyou.com. brightblueyou.com. And on that website, you'll be able to learn about my services and you'll be able to get a feel for what I have to offer and you'll see if it's a good fit for you. You can always reach out to me through Facebook. Look for Brian Nesline on Facebook, and you'll see that also down in the descriptions. Let's pick a card reading number 2 and find out what we're going to discover. Oh, look how nice this is. Here you are, newborn. Now look, it's going to be funny when the 3 cards fit together, so those people who are watching all of them, that's interesting. Look at this, pick a card reading number 2. The discovery card comes out. Why? There's that pink newborn. This is a new idea that you've put into the world. Look at it. It doesn't really have a real body. It's just got a little bit of white and pink on it, like a little flower that's growing that wants to know the people and the situations around it. It wants to go out in the world and become like a living thing. This is telling us that your ideas, your dreams, your hopes, the things you really want to see happen in the world, they're like little people. They are your little children. You're giving them a place to grow in the world. They will take root. Their green chakra right here is coming from your heart. That is how they take root. The things you really want to see, the things that are really in your heart, are the things that God, Source, Universe can water the seeds of and bring into the world. The discovery card is saying, look at all the red around here. This is a root chakra red, meaning your material world is being framed in by the ideas that you are willing to believe and let go of and trust that God, Source, Universe can bring them in to grow. Now the other thing you see here is that the heart is glowing like that. Why? All it's asking us to do in order for our seeds of our ideas to come into the world, it's not asking us to go make them happen. All right, we're going to be inspired at times with information on what to do next along our ideas, along our goals, along the things we want to see in our relationships or our workplace. But what it's really showing us here is that all you need to do is keep your heart glowing. What's that mean? Keep your heart alive and glowing. Well, literally, stay alive, obviously. Think about what that means to you. What does it mean to be healthy? And if you think about that, you're going to have ideas and you're going to take those actions. Also, keep your heart alive, meaning use your experiences on earth to focus on the joyful things, on the white light things, on these light blue things, the bright blue stuff that's up in the sky. Think about it, clear blue skies, wonderful days. Focus on this when you're with other people. Look for their strengths, reflect it back to them. Tell them what you admire about them. Be like, wow, what? You're different than me, and that's interesting. And then discover them. Discover who they are today. If this is a relationship that you're in, sit down with them once a week. Tell them, you know what? I want you to take 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 2 minutes to just talk about any single solitary thing you want. Just let the words flow out of your mouth. I won't judge you. I won't cut you off. I won't interrupt. We'll set a timer. After 2 or 3 minutes, timer beeps. We'll switch. It'll be my turn. Let's discover who we are together, who we're growing each week to become. Because you know this, we are really spiritual beings, represented here also by the pink and white. We're new spiritually over and over again, day by day, week by week, because we're incorporating so many personal experiences into our life. You want to be able to see how it's blooming for the people that are important to you. So spend time sitting down, letting them speak about whatever they want, creating a safe space, Look, that's what's going on here. The surrender space, like you can talk about whatever you want. I'm not going to go ahead and shut you down. Look at that. And the best way for you to do that is just open your arms like they're showing. Hey, here you go. I'm inviting you in. Now look, if people don't want to take you up on that, that's okay. Just relax and know that when you invite people to do good things, even if they don't take you up on that, it doesn't matter. You put it out there, you're going to get it back in some form. As you do good stuff in the world, as you honestly do what you sense God, source, universe, or light would have you do, then your heart stays bright and grows like the Grinch's heart that grew 5 times. Ooh, look at it go. That's going to be the inner light that we need so that our seeds of our heart's desires get watered from within. They get watered with light, with a river of light that comes from the stars, the source, the universe. And that's what's really going to bring down and embody the flowers, which is the physical manifestations of what we want in our jobs, in our relationships, with our finances, with whatever's on your mind that you want to see in this world. Discover that the white light, that's why it's down here in just white, make the discovery that the white light, God, source, universe, has your back and has your heart. It's living inside you. And as you raise your vibration by doing wonderful things, by accomplishing these moments where you're being like in awe and wonder of other people and really appreciating them, this type of stuff is what's going to let that light shine bright within you, and that's what's going to cause the growth in the world as a reflection. Discover that as the secret of life, and you won't have to move people around or ask people to do stuff for you that God can do himself for you. And that's how it ought to be. Simple and easy, just like when we were children and everything seemed to just unfold for us. We just believed. And there it was. Now look, if you're still here and you've been listening to the other ones, great. This is pick a card reading number 3 coming out of the surrender deck. I want you to know again, if you want to do one-on-one work, that's great. Or watch some of the other videos on my YouTube channel. There's over 400 of them there. All you got to do is set an intention that you'll find one that will be for your highest good, and then watch it with that intention in your mind. As you're pondering the video reading, it will just wash over you in a way that will just hit on memories, hit on associations. You'll just feel the energy, and you'll just sort of know things in a new way, in an expanded way. It's not going to tell you your future so much as opening the floodgates for more opportunity and internal growth. And that internal growth is an expansion. Let's look at the next card. It's this pick a card number 3. And remember, you can watch all 3 of these. They'll all be helpful as spiritual food. Pick a card number 3 says, surrender to setting limits. Okay, boom. Now it's funny, just want to know this about the last card if you were here for it. Look at these 2 images here, the limit setters, right? So when we are working with other people and we are just letting them be who they are, we're going to realize that they're not just like us and they might cross a boundary, by accident. They're not trying to cause frustrations or heartaches to us. Surrender to setting limits. We have to be the one to say, oh, you're so awesome. And then we have to say, oh, hold on a second. I'm not ready for that, or I'm not up for that, or I'm not willing to do that. Surrender to setting limits. Hey, there's nothing going on here bad about you. I'm not inspired to do A, B, and C that you're offering. I need to limit that. Oh, we're on the phone a half hour? Look, I got to let you know, I don't want to stop talking. I'd talk to you forever. However, I have to set limits. In fact, I'm working on setting limits. And if I would set limits for myself, I'll be in a much better space internally. My heart will be open more. I'll have more power and energy and emotion to give to people, more attention to give to them. So I've got to surrender to setting limits. What else do we have here? We want to set limits on ourself sometimes. When we have ourself saying to us, you can't do that. You're not going to make it. It's too hard. Hold on. We want to set that limit so that ourself can't hijack our spiritual awareness, our spiritual consciousness, the anything is possible place. Don't let yourself hijack your spirit and drive it into a little teeny tiny box where it can't get out. So we want to set limits for that too. We can set limits on ourselves when we look at things a little bit more in moderation, when we just go ahead and we do the things we love, but we also do some rest. We integrate that in our day, our week, our month. And especially just letting other people know, it's so much easier when we just let them know that we love them, we care about them, they're interesting, they're unique, they're one of a kind, 100% self-worth, but at this moment, we're just not inspired to go further. And then we can always tell them that it'll come back around. Give me some time to think about it. Let me set a limit here. This is too much for me right in this moment. It's not really too much. It's just I'm being inspired to do a different thing. I'm working on moderation. I'm trying to integrate you into my life, not have too much time spent in one place. Plus, I want to be able to go away from a person and come back to them after a little bit of personal experiences so that we can see the changes that we are each undergoing. That's the setting the limit thing in personal relationships. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Ooh, that's what it says. Practice expressing your needs. And remember, no is a complete sentence. You know you can say no in such a way that is not offensive. You know, I'm inspired to just say no at this point. Doesn't mean anything about you. You're 100% self-worth. Oh, and now I'm inspired to say no to any more of this video. We're going to go ahead and shut her down. We love that reading. Go ahead and rewatch the video from reading number 1 or 2 if you just got number 3 only. We want to work together. I am a spiritual counselor, spiritual consulting, psychic, clairvoyant, empath. We can do card readings. We can have sessions. We can talk about a lot of good stuff. Definitely, if you want to manifest more in your life, I am an expert at that. Oh, what did I manifest? Wow, you name it. We're talking about finances. We're talking about running a marathon. Talking about recovering from drug addiction. What? Talking about getting married, going through a legal separation, and then coming out the other end friendly and amicable. There's a lot of good stuff to manifest, and I know you can tell just by listening to my voice that there is white light energy, that one power energy that is available for you, for me, for all of us at any time that we want. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Share the video, share the channel. Oh, leave me some comments. Thank you for being a part of the Pick a Card. There's more of them on my channel. Go ahead and watch whatever you like. Take care. Have fun. I'll see you again. Goodbye.